Puss in Boots, The Outlaw. Adapted by Fiona Davis. Published by Scholastic Limited as part of the Popcorn ELT Readers Series. Puss in Boots. Registered and copyright 2011. DreamWorks Animation LLC. All rights reserved.
Track 8.
Meet everyone from Puss in Boots. Puss is an outlaw. His dream is to go back to his home in the town of San Ricardo. Kitty works with Humpty. Humpty is an egg. He was Puss's friend when they were young. Jack and Jill have the magic beans. A beanstalk comes up from the magic beans. Imelda works at the San Ricardo orphanage. It is a home for children with no mother or father. The What do you think? Why is Puss in Boots an outlaw?
Track 9.
New words. What do these new words mean? Ask your teacher or use your dictionary. Bank. She works in a bank. Bridge. The bridge is very old. Bull. The bull is angry. Dream. He has a dream. Fight. The boys are fighting. Gold. There is a lot of gold in the bag. He is an outlaw. Prison. He's in prison. Steal. She's stealing the man's bag. Trick. It was a trick. Watch out. Watch out!
Track 10.
Puss in Boots, The Outlaw. Chapter 1. Magic Beans. It was a dark night. A cat stopped at the door of a restaurant. There were a lot of men there. The cat walked in. The men started to laugh. "Look," said one man. "It's a cat." "I am Puss in Boots," said the cat. The men were quiet. "I'm hungry. Can you help me?" said Puss. "Jack and Jill are in town," said a man. "And they have the magic beans. Go up the beanstalk and you can find the golden eggs." "There are no magic beans," said Puss. "Yes, there are," said the man. "I saw them. But no one can steal from Jack and Jill." "I can," said Puss. Puss in Boots looked in Jack and Jill's room. Jack had the magic beans in his hand. "Wow," Puss said. "I want those beans." Suddenly, a black cat jumped into the room. "Stop," Puss said. Then Jack and Jill saw the cats. "Go away!" they shouted. The black cat jumped out of the room and Puss ran after her. The black cat ran to a big room. Puss looked around. There were a lot of cats. "Those beans were mine," said Puss. "Fight me!" "Don't fight," said the cats. "Dance!" "I can dance," said Puss. When they stopped, Puss saw the black cat's face. She was beautiful. "Who are you?" asked Puss. "I'm Kitty Softpaws," she said. Then she ran away. Puss went after Kitty, but there was someone with her. "It's good to see you, friend," he said. "Humpty Dumpty," said Puss. He was angry. "Listen," said Humpty. "You, me, and Kitty can steal those magic beans. Then we can find the golden goose with her golden eggs. We're outlaws now, but soon we can be rich." "Not this time," said Puss. He walked away. Kitty went after Puss. "Why are you angry?" she asked. Puss looked at her. "It's a long story," he said.
Track 11.
Chapter 2. The Orphanage. "My home was in San Ricardo," Puss said to Kitty. "It was a hot day when I first went there. I was young, hungry, and I had no mother. Imelda was at the door of the orphanage. 'Come in,' she said. Humpty was at the orphanage too. The boys and girls laughed at Humpty. 'Hey, Egg Boy,' Little Boy Blue shouted. 'What's for breakfast?' But I liked Humpty. He had a lot of dreams. Humpty had a dream to find the magic beans. First, you find the magic beans, then you can go up the magic beanstalk, he said. And who lives at the top, Puss? Do you know? No, I don't, I said. I loved his stories. The golden goose, said Humpty. We're going to steal her golden eggs. We're going to be rich. And then we can go far away from here. We looked everywhere for the magic beans. We stole beans from shops and gardens. We had red beans, big beans, coffee beans, but no magic beans. Soon, the magic beans were the dream of children, and we started to steal more things. Imelda was not happy with us. "Why are you doing this?" she said. "You are good boys." One day, we were in the town when a bull ran down the road. The commandant's mother was in front of the bull. I jumped onto the bull and stopped it. "Thank you, Puss," said the commandant. Imelda had some boots for me. "Now you are Puss in Boots," she said. It was a great day for me.
Track 12.
Chapter 3. San Ricardo Bank. Everyone in San Ricardo loved me now. I didn't steal things now, but Humpty didn't stop. One night, Humpty came into my room. "Quick," said Humpty. "Little Boy Blue is coming after me. Let's go." "Where?" I asked. Humpty did not answer. We went to a dark place in town. "Wait for me here!" Humpty shouted. Of course, I waited for him. He was my friend. When he came back, he had bags of gold with him. It was all the gold from the San Ricardo Bank. "Thanks, Puss," said Humpty. "We've got the gold." "No, Humpty," I shouted. "Why did you do this to me?" Then the Commandant and his men came. "Listen, Commandant," I said. "It was a trick." "Take them to prison," shouted the Commandant. "No," said Humpty. "Let's go." We went quickly. Imelda watched from the orphanage door. "Puss!" she shouted. I looked at her. I did not look at the road. "Watch out!" shouted Humpty. "The bridge!" Crash! Humpty and I fell, and the gold fell off the bridge into the water. "I ran away," Puss said to Kitty. "From that day, I was an outlaw." "And I went to prison," said Humpty. "But that was a long time ago. Can we be friends again?" "I want to give the gold back to San Ricardo," said Puss. "Come with us," said Humpty. "And you can give the golden eggs to San Ricardo. What do you think, Puss?" "Okay, but no tricks this time," said Puss. "This is for everyone in San Ricardo, not for you. We are not friends." Puss's dream was to go back home to San Ricardo. "Can Humpty and Kitty help me?" he thought. "Or am I always going to be Puss in Boots, the outlaw?" The end.
Track 13.
Real world. Outlaw. Puss in Boots was an outlaw. He didn't want the Commandant and his men to find him. Find out about 2 outlaws from Britain. Robin Hood. Robin Hood lived about 800 years ago. Who was Robin Hood? No one knows, but there are many stories about him. In the stories, Robin Hood lived in Sherwood Forest with his friends, the Merry Men. Robin and his men stole gold from rich people. The gold was for poor people. People in Britain love these stories. Calico Jack. Calico Jack was an outlaw in the 1700s, and he was a pirate. There were many pirates in the Caribbean Sea at this time. They stole gold from other ships. Pirates had flags on their ships. They were black, white, or red. Do you know Calico Jack's flag? You can see it in the Pirates of the Caribbean films. Do you know any stories about outlaws?
Track 14.
Chant. 1. Listen and read. Beans. There are small beans and big beans and very long green beans. Can you find the magic beans or are they just a dream? There are sad beans and happy beans and sometimes there are angry beans. Can you find the magic beans or are they just a dream? Some beans are cold and some beans are hot. Some are nice and some are not. Can you find the magic beans or are they just a dream? 2. Say the chant. Beans. There are small beans and big beans and very long green beans. Can you find the magic beans or are they just a dream? There are sad beans and happy beans and sometimes there are angry beans. Can you find the magic beans or are they just a dream? Some beans are cold and some beans are hot. Some are nice and some are not. Can you find the magic beans or are they just a dream?